Black Lives Matter is back in the news after the death of Fernando Castile and Alton Sterling. Now, let's get this straight. Unlike the political vultures on the left and white supremacists on the right, we actually care about black people not being dead. So listen up. Despite what Black Lives Matter agitators tell you, despite the media narratives, police brutality impacts all races, not just black people. Yes, these situations are tragic and the graphics are horrific, but the facts clearly prove that you are being lied to. Of all the people shot dead in the US so far in 2016, 24% were black. Black people make up to 13% of total population, but they commit around half of the violent crimes like homicides. Law-breaking black Americans are 5 to 10 times more likely to put themselves in close proximity to mostly white police officers. So you'd expect there to be more violent confrontation between the black males and white police officers. But so far in 2016, almost double the number of whites have been killed by cops compared to blacks. Only 3% of black people shot dead by police in 2016, out of which 13 in total were unarmed. If there was a nationwide epidemic of racist white cops shooting black people, these figures would be far higher. Because the percentage of unarmed white people shot dead by cops is exactly the same, 3%. So the cops shooting dead unarmed whites and blacks are exactly the same. The figures suggest there is no racial disparity. The problem here isn't about racism, but the problem with the police brutality. Is it almost exclusively targeted towards black people as Black Lives Matter claims? No, but what they are doing is splitting the nation into half. Martin Luther King, who fought for equality, would be so sad.
Children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands.
What Black Lives Matter do? They promote segregation. Some reports suggest that they refused services to white people who were trying to help them. They banned white people from the meetings. They called for killing white cops. Well, Black Lives Matter, you got your dead cop. Now what? Their guru is a convicted felon, a cop killer and on FBI's list. Both Alton Sterling and Philando Castile were gang members, or at least professed their adoration. Just know this, as long as you insist that anyone who is concerned about police brutality is also somehow mandated to support Black Lives Matter, you'll never win the debate and nothing will ever change. Black people will be killed by cops or by other civilians till the culture teaches them that acting like a thug is cool. If Black Lives Matter, why do you idolize wannabe gangsters waving guns around? If Black Lives Matter, why does your philosophy inform the kids that getting into violent confrontation with cops is cool? If Black Lives Matter, then why 90% of black people are killed by other black people?
And both black and white American soldiers had children with German women. And Flynn discovered that those children growing up in Germany showed no IQ differences at all. The black kids and the white kids, the same. Quoting intellectuals and race, Professor Flynn concluded that the reason was that the offspring of black soldiers in Germany, and now you're quoting Professor Flynn, grew up in a nation with no black subculture, close quote. Which means what? Which means they experienced exactly the same expectations. Is this
No, the expectations are external. The culture in which they grew up was not the culture in which black kids grew up in America today.
So they had...
There's no gangster rap that was pervasively available in Germany.